Everyone, happy Sunday. Hopefully your weekend is going great so far. We do have a quiet stretch of weather on the way after many days of active weather this week. We do see some warmer weather, but there is no rain in the forecast, which I know most of us are happy about. So no rain to worry about over the next week, but it will be warming up starting today. It's going to be hot, even hotter getting into later in the week, and it's going to feel more like summer, which we're getting pretty close. It's almost the end of May. It's around the corner for sure. So today, plenty of sunshine, beautiful. If you will be outside, make sure you dress lightly, you dress cool, drink plenty of water if you'll be kind of overexerting yourself, exercising or working outside, because it will be warm today. Temperatures getting in the upper 80s and it is going to be humid, so it'll probably feel like the low 90s. So make sure you take it easy outside as we get into really no signs of a cool down over the next week. Sunshine and then clear skies tonight. Temperatures in the 70s later on, mild and humid tonight, so 10 out of 10 day to be outside and have those outdoor plans going off without a hitch. Great weather. Here's that heat index. So factoring in the humidity, temperatures probably going to feel like the lower 90s once we get into the mid to late afternoon. So keep that in mind. We'll be heating up already starting today. Yesterday wasn't really that bad in terms of the temperatures, and today it's already going to start to feel like summer. Here's tonight, clear skies for the most part, mild and humid, calm winds, and then today we'll see mostly light winds coming in from the north, calm winds tonight. Temperatures in the upper 60s on the north shore and lower 70s on the south shore. That's for tomorrow morning, so we start pretty similar to what we're starting off this morning as upper 60s north, low 70s south. There could be maybe some localized patchy fog early tomorrow morning, and that's really it. No worries when it comes to the weather, and there's a reason why. This upper level ridge of high pressure is going to be building over Mexico and heading in our direction, nudging its way slightly to the northeast, and that will keep us quiet. It will destroy any rain chances, which is good news, and it will heat us up. So it is going to be hot from now until basically next weekend, and that ridge may start to break down a bit later in the week as a system moves across the country. It could kind of retreat a little bit to the south rather, and if it does retreat enough to the south, we might be able to squeeze out maybe a stray shower come Friday or Saturday, but really not putting any rain chances at all in the forecast, really not expecting much other than the heat. That's the main story. And the reason, of course, why high pressure means no rain. High pressure means the air is going to be sinking, so we have sinking air all this week coming our way courtesy of that high pressure. And also the reason why it's warm or warmer is because the air is being compressed and it helps warm the air up even more. So no rain, heat on the way. That is what you can expect from now until next weekend, and next weekend is already Memorial Day weekend. Here's that high temperature forecast. 89 today, probably upper 80s Monday and Tuesday. Lower 90s mid to late week, 91 Friday, Saturday. Many of us may get a little bit higher than that. And then you compare that to average high, which is 86 degrees. So we will be trending a few degrees above average over the next week, especially during the late week time frame. Here's that 0% chance of rain today through next Saturday. So even if that ridge kind of retreats a bit and breaks down ever so slightly, maybe we'll add about a 10% chance of a stray shower Friday, Saturday if we're lucky, but overall not looking at any really big rain-making systems coming our way from now until next weekend. And also with that means there's no cool downs, nothing to kind of change our air mass. It's going to be humid today all the way through next Saturday. Hot and humid, that is it. Southerly winds start to return this week, starting tomorrow, and then through the rest of the week we'll see surface winds coming in from the south, keeping us nice and humid. Here's that sneak peek to Memorial Day weekend next weekend. So far, the model's keeping us dry from Friday all the way through Monday. Of course, that can still change a bit because we're still a week away. So this is next weekend for Memorial Day, lower 90s, hot and humid, sunny skies. Make sure if you will be outside barbecuing or doing anything outside, you stay cool and hydrated. And if you're drinking other things, you're drinking water too. And look at those low temperatures in the mornings. 70s both sides of the lake, so we don't really cool down all too much at night either, especially on the south shore. But overall, Memorial Day looking really good, just hot and humid with a lot of sunshine. Here's your 7-day forecast. That's a good one. No rain to stress about. We had the stress already. It's over and done with. Sunshine all the way through, maybe a bit more cloud cover later in the week. Temperatures in the 90s pretty much every day, lower 90s. Feeling like, though, the mid to upper 90s probably going to start to feel closer to 100 later in the week. So if you do have to be outside, take it easy, keep it cool, definitely get in the shade, drink a lot of water, and stay hydrated, and don't overdo it this week. So thanks for tuning in. We'll be here for the WWL Louisiana News this evening.